what is up YouTube? It's Brian here from Board Wipe Gaming. I played in a kind of small online Miami tournament. I don't know, I think we had 8 people, if I remember correctly. So pretty small, they just did double elimination. I got second. I lost to the same person in the original finals of the winner's bracket, and then again in the final. I got cooked. He was playing Mermail, and I didn't win either match. I got outdrawn mostly in those matches. I think I probably played a little incorrectly in one of the games, but I don't know if it ended up mattering a whole lot, but when we watch the replays we'll find out. So Miami is in 2012, right after Abyss Rising came out. So Mermails were legal, Abyss Dweller was legal, Shockmaster was still legal. The 2 main decks are Windups and Mermails. Mermails probably maybe a bit better if I had to pick, but I chose to play Windups just because it's what I'm a little bit more used to, and I just felt like Shockmaster was really oppressive. But it is what it is. So round 1, we played against D. Fisher Rabbit, and we drew pretty good. We Darkhold first to bait the Logia and just hope he didn't have a Judgment or a Road for the heavy, and he did not. And then here, I don't know what I was thinking about. I should have just torrentialed this. What I was doing was like, okay, he's gonna summon Levier, summon the rabbit back, and then I'll torrential there, so he can't make Levier later to bring back the rabbit. But made Zen Mains instead, which forced the warning, and it put me pretty low. I drew Compulse, which helps, so I may not have to use the Torrential if they just go straight to battle phase, which they did. So I Compulsed the Logia, and now I just do Rabbit, Thunder King Beatdown. I've got it backed by a Torrential. They crashed the Thunder King. Oh, no, they lanced the Thunder King. That was unfortunate. Phoenix Chain doesn't do anything. Thankfully, they summon a monster. And they searched Fossil Dino off the Sangan. I forgot that Tour Guide was only at 2 for a while. And also Tour Guide, even if it was at 3. Can't search all Sangan because now you don't have any more targets unless you play Bust, which is probably bad. But yeah, so they have Fossil Dino and 2 unknowns at this point. And now I'm just kind of trying to put in damage. I've got another warning, so 2 warning. Then I've got the Fiendish Chain for that. I make it a 3. We're gonna try and force the back row, and now we have the Thunder King. We know it's Fossil Dino left, so now they've got a top deck out of it. And they duality, and they can't duality. So now I know that I just win. I didn't have to do any of the Zen Mighty stuff. I just had to attack and attack, but that was game 1. Game 2, I draw a double Magician. They go straight in Zen Main's no back row, so I tempo it. The duality and a Cyber Dragon. They revealed Road and didn't take it. So I just kind of assumed that they just didn't have a lot of back row to set or something. I don't know. And now I can do the Rabbit Magician stuff. I can pat their monster and get in some damage here. I got Mirror Force. I decided to Judgment the Mirror Force here. They got 4 other unknowns, but I just felt like keeping both of these put a lot of pressure on them to draw a strong out. so I used the Judgment for the Mirror Force. There may have been a better way to just play around the Mirror Force. I probably didn't have to like pap, but I don't know, just putting up pressure before they can get to 2 dinos seemed okay. They crash for the pap there, and then I have Avarice, so I get to draw 2 cards. Now I'm just super up an advantage, which is nice. I heavy, and it was a road. I don't know if they drew it later or something, but I felt like because I had Warning and Mirror Force, I could just sacrifice that and then just do the pap play all over again. I didn't want to run into another live trap, because that puts a lot of pressure on them. They'd have to have a lot of outs here, and they're committing their whole hand at this point. And they just walk into the Mirror Force and it's game. So we take the first match. And then the second match, oh, let's refresh that. Yeah. I knew what they were playing because I saw their replay. They're on Chaos Dragons. I walk into a Raikou with the Thunder King instead of the Wind Up Rabbit because I have Monster Reborn. Fiendish gets heavied. I negate the summon there. They do 16 and pass. I think that's okay. I just take another 16 here. I'm not going to use the Compulse on the Wyvern. And I get Max Seed. And now I Compulse the Wyvern because why not? It forces them to decide now. They can't like extend off of a normal summon to put 2 monsters on board for a rank 4. If they didn't have a light in hand for the Light Pulsar, now they do, I guess, but it seemed like the right play. So yeah, they walk into the Max C here. I let one of the rabbits die. I had to, because otherwise I was going to be dead. And that would not have been fun. So now I can book the Light Pulsar. And I have Warning that's dead, but I have a Fiendish Chain, so... But then I get Monster Reborn, and they can just attack over, and I am cooked. So I lose game 1 against the Chaos Dragons, unfortunate. Game 2, though, we draw D-Fisher plus Shockmaster, so... I don't need to walk everybody through the Shockmaster combo. With Factory and Tour Guide, it's really good. I just used the Factory for a Shark for follow-up. I didn't feel the need to extend even more, just to get another rank 4. Oh, I can't look at my extra deck. I can go back here and look at my extra deck. There may be a world where I could have made a Dweller and forced them to out the D-Fisher and the Dweller. But, I mean, I call spells because with D-Fisher, their monsters aren't going to be doing too much. Unless they draw Tour Guide, which they did, unfortunately. But even then, like, they have to make a choice here, right? And they chose the Zen Mighty instead of the Shockmaster, which I thought was intriguing. But I guess Zen Mighty with Factory is just a lot. So, okay. But, I mean, I've got Factory. And now I've got a really big Shockmaster called Monster, so they can't like Gores or anything. And they didn't have the out to D-Fisher, they didn't dig for they milled the heavy, which was unfortunate for them and great for me. And now I have a second Factory and a Rat, so I think it's just kind of over here. And the Giga Brilliant boosts Lila. And I have game on board for game 2. So now we go to game 3. I get to go second again. And we open double Magician Shark. And I get Max Seed. I do go into Shockmaster. Call spells. Hope it's enough. I get Decreed. That's okay. Gets the warning. But now they don't have Max C, so now I get to go off. And now I have another really big Shockmaster. I don't call monsters this time because I want to use the Max C, and I can't get Gorged. If I get Tragged, I get Tragged. They have a big hand, but whatever. So now I call Spell, and a hand is just unplayable. No Darks Engrave. A Dark Engrave would have probably changed quite a bit. It would have made things a lot worse for me. But, you know, sometimes Chaos Dragons do that. Alright, so we won the first 2 matches, so now we're in the first finals of the winners bracket. Windups are going crazy so far. I'm a big fan. And then, look at this. I set 3 because why not? They MST the Judgment, unfortunately. But I bottomless the Lind. And he's just going to get something big to attack over the Thunder King because he can't activate like Pike or anything. And it says no effect, so I Torrential, and I out the Lind. And now I'm in a pretty good spot. I draw another Thunder King, which is nice. And now I get to go into Magician stuff. I get Max Seed. And the Max Seed doesn't matter. But then I get Dark Hold. So I activate Dweller, but now I'm in kind of like a not great spot. Now I'm just hoping everything goes through. Unfortunately, it does not, but then they go out to Tias. They're running out of resources though, and I have a Monster Reborn, so now we take game 1. Alright. We get game 1, which is important against Mermails. And then game 2 we draw all monsters. So we try to go for Magician Shark, and I get Mind Crushed. Super unfortunate. I go into Dweller, Sphere. I maybe should have, like, I don't know. It's really, I feel like there might be a way to just like figure out the best time to actually summon Dweller is, and maybe it's not that early. Or maybe I should just play 2 Dwellers in this Miami format when Mermails are so good and so prevalent, but I don't know. I don't know. They out the Dweller pretty easily. I go Rat, and it gets breakthrough'd. Now they just do some stuff. And now they have a breakthrough engrave for the Thunder King if they need it, but they just crash the Lind to summon a big monster to out it, so it's okay. But now I have Factory, so unfortunately Factory gets MST'd. I go to Zen mains here, and I don't know. It maybe should have been an Acid Golem here, right? Like, because of the breakthrough skill specifically. So if I Acid Golem out the Megalo, he's just got what, Dragoon in hand and stuff like that. Well, let's show the hand in this specific instance because I'm just going to lose right here. Show both. Yeah, if I attack the Megalo, I guess they can Avarice for 2. So they're gonna have Moulin Glacia, They could summon Woolen Glacier, make me discard 2. And then Avarice, draw 2. So if they draw a discard outlet for the Dragoon, I'm cooked. But that gives me a shot, right? So, still likely losing in this scenario, but Acid Golem was probably the play, I think. To just attack over the Megalo. Unlucky. We lose game 2. We can already see what's going to happen. We don't need to watch Woolen Glacier resolve. Game 3, I go first. I draw not the best hand in the world. So I max C early to just see what happens. See if they extend into it at all. I bottomless that because they pitched Marksman. And they don't extend into it, and I didn't draw something really good enough. So now they're just going off. I have a Fiendish Chain. I don't Fiendish Chain the Megalo. It seemed wrong. We're going to search for Sangan, grab the Shark. I take 34. And then Gaios. So I just have to worry about... Oh, we can... So I just got to worry about the Gaios and the one in hand. I have the Fiendish Chain for the Gaios. And then I get Veilered, which is unfortunate because now I'm just out of options. I set Warning Pass, and I just cannot stop myself from dying. So... unfortunate. Slight misstep in game 2. Something the Zen main's there when the breakthrough skill was engrave and not outing the Megalo. But I was probably losing that game anyway. I had to get lucky. They had to get unlucky off their Avarice for me to win that game. So we get knocked to the losers bracket. Thankfully, since we were in the first finals of the winners bracket, we only had to win one more to get back to the grand finals. And I get to go first. I draw nothing. And they're playing some Tengu, plant, shenanigans. And I max C the Dandy. I'm just trying to dig. And I don't dig enough. They Stardust. I think I have a Compulse somewhere. Yeah, I have a Compulse set, so that doesn't matter. I was planning on maybe warning the Black Rose if it came out, but... And I need a monster, right? Like, where are all my wind-ups? Now I gotta deal with 4 back row. I don't know what they are, so I'm gonna summon Thunder King. It gets deprisoned. I Compulse it back to my hand, because I don't want to lose it. I'll take 2,000 more, that's okay. And we're gonna try it again. And everything, I just Dark Hole it all. I'm starting to get low, and then I can Monster Reborn the Thunder King, so whatever. They got their Sangan Search. I Judgment the Heavy. And I Fiendish the Debris. It gets MST'd, that's okay. And then they don't want me to negate the Black Rose. Oh, I don't remember what I had. I just meant it. Oh, yeah. I was gonna lose. I don't remember why. Oh, I knew they had Monster Reborn. That's what it was. So nothing mattered. Hold on. Well, now I want to... I need to recheck life. I'm just going to fast forward real fast until we get to that point. I'm misremembering what I knew. I wish there was like a, you can drag and like rewind. That's what the Dueling Book replays need going forward. Okay, so I take 2,000 here. Deep prisons or compulsive back, and then I go boop. I take 2,000 more, so I'm at 4,000. Dark Hole, let him get the Sangan Search, and then I reborn the Thunder King. Oh, I'm at 2,000 from the heavy, so I can't warning. And I know he's got a reborn in here somewhere. He took it off of a duality earlier in the game. That's what happened. I couldn't Solemn. So if I Torrential, I get reborn. That's what it is. Okay. All right. I remember now. I forgot about the Judgment. I was like, I was at 4,000 life points. Why did I concede? Okay, so game 2. I get to go first. Again, hopefully I draw something. And I guess a rabbit is something. They didn't know that I was on windups, unless they watched my replays, because I didn't draw a single windup card. Oh, monster. I guess I drew 2 factory game 1. Search off the factory, grab a shark. We're going to have to take some damage here, unfortunately. But hopefully we'll be able to go off next turn, and they don't set anything, so I hit both of those cards in the end phase, which is nice. And now I get to Magician Shark. And they don't have Maxi. Hey. So now, yeah, now the Magician Shark is the cool combo where you summon Pap first because you summon Rat off of the second Magician. And then you Pap the Rat to attack so you can use its effect. And then you make the carrier. It's a cool little combo. The good old days. And then you can get a Shockmaster. So now you have 3 bodies with the Shockmaster. With the Magician Shark combo. A little bit different than the Tour Guide Shark combo. Call monsters so they don't get Tengu and they don't get to search. And they don't get to do their crazy dandy debris shenanigans on me next turn. Thunder King to attack over the Zen Mighty. I compulse it because I'm going to kill them next turn. I'm going to call a monster. I get Veilered, which is unfortunate. I grab the shark there. I do some stuff. I'm playing around a Trag here. Or no, I'm playing around Gores here. So if I Pap first, I attack with Pap first. What's my cat doing? Ollie. He's like jumping around in my closet. Okay, whatever, dude. I don't think there's anything in there you can eat. So Pap first. If that gets Gores, I clear both, which is nice. And the carrier does get Gorsed. So now I clear the Gores and the token. And I Shockmaster, got Veilered, that's what happened. Yeah. So now I have a bottomless. They're open to do whatever they want, but I win. So now we get to go to game 3. I have to go second. They set 1 pass. We try it, and it gets Maxied. And the factory gets it. So I give them an additional draw. I get Gores, which sucks. And then my warning gets heavied. And I'm not in a great spot here, because now they set 3. We just go Zen Main's pass. 1 for 1. Summon Spore. They get Stardust. I Fiendish Chain the Gores here. I try to crash the Stardust and it gets Lanced, which is unfortunate. And now I get a Scrap Dragon. I tried to Dust Tornado and it baits the Stardust, so now he can't attack the Zen Mains, which is nice. And then I have a decision here. Do I try and bait Stardust by attacking with Zen Mains, but then it gets the Stardust back in the end phase, so I can't heavy anyway. So I think I start with a Rat here. Yep. Start with Rat, see what happens. Go Shark to 3. Do Carrier. Okay, now Ollie's eating something he's not supposed to. Dude. Get out of here. Why do you eat tags on cords? What is wrong with you? You're a dummy. He eats those little tags on like electrical cords. He just like eats paper. He's so stupid. He's a dumb little boy. He's a dumb cat. Then we make acid golem here, and now something unexpected happens from my perspective. The whole board gets torrential, and I'm thinking, what on earth? That must mean that he doesn't have a battle trap. So the only way to out my crap is to torrential. I was like, oh, that's so unfortunate. And fortunate for me, unlucky for him. So the whole board goes minus the Zen mains. Then I heavy, it gets Starlight Roaded, which I thought was strange. I think they should have let the heavy through. And they realized it later too. I'm remembering they said something about a misstep with Starlight Road, and I didn't know what they meant at the time, but now that I'm looking back, they should have let it through, because then the Zenmain would have to pop itself. What I should have done is just not activated heavy. It was very obvious there was no battle trap. So my Zenmains wasn't going to get deprisoned. Otherwise, they would have deprisoned the Acid Golem. So they shouldn't have Starlight Roaded it here, especially without a second Stardust. But end phase, I just popped that instead of attacking, which was just like a complete misstep for me. I should have just attacked and then popped one of them. And it was a debunk. So like watching the replay, like remembering like no battle traps. So I didn't play that the greatest, but neither did they. So it kind of worked out. They draw pass. I push for 15. Gorz is gone. I don't care. They draw pass. I push for another 15. Gorz is gone. I don't care. They Veiler to get a light, but I have Solemn Warning. They Tengu. That's okay. I'll take 200. Pop it. They get another Tengu. I'm out of tour guide targets, which is unfortunate. So now we're in this like weird draw pass phase because I don't have a way to out his biggest monsters, but they don't have anything to out the Zen mains. So they tour guide here and then they pass. And now I have Avarice. So now, okay, alright, I'm getting somewhere. What can I do? And now my tour guide is going to be live. And I can pulse the Thunder King because I don't want him to negating. Max C, I don't care. Gorz is gone. Whatever. If he draws the Veiler somewhere in here, that's fine. But now I can just push. Both Sharks 5. Adrius to pop the Tengu. And that is enough damage for game. Had a brain fart with Starlight. Yep. Because if he lets the heavy resolve, then the Tengu attacks over the Zen mains, and I think I lose the game. Because they just draw more monsters than I do in the follow-up to that, so I'm pretty sure I just don't win. Never should have heavied in the first place. But it is what it is. Okay, so we go back to the grand finals against Mermail, and I lose RPS. And I don't draw the Max Cs. I main deck the Max Cs because windups and Mermails, this format. They do some stuff here. One of these gets MST'd. It's the Compulse, but I have the Torrential. They put in for some damage first, unfortunately. Gaios, and then Chainlink 3 Torrential. Haha. So now I get a Sangan, I suppose, and a Phoenix Chain. And I get heavied. And I lose the last 2 cards. And now I'm just fighting for my life. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm just dead. So, what are you going to do? Game 2. I don't draw too much. I guess, hold on. Am I stupid? With Monster Reborn, did I draw combo? Oh my god, I might be dumb. Rat, trigger shark, make 3, summon carrier. Carrier. No. Detach shark. To summon magician. Reborn shark. Make it a 3. No, I don't have it right. Make it a 3, trigger the magician, but then my shark is just not the right level. No, I don't. Alright, chat. If you find a play with Rat Shark Reborn, let me know. I guess I could have made a Dweller. But I had a warning to the Teus, which felt good, and now I'm just pushing in. We're gonna attack. Oh, so only 24, not 48. That's okay. I max C. I get 2 draws. I didn't need the 3rd draw, I felt like, so my rat gets Veilered, unfortunately, but the Bahamut Shark still can't attack. I lose the rat, but I'm still in like an okay-ish spot. And now I get Zenmighty and I have Magician, and I just get to go off here. So we win game 2. Alright. Game 3. I have to go second against Mermail. We set 2 pass. We just go Thunder King, try it out. Sphere, I have the MST, which is nice, but my warning gets MST, which is unfortunate. And then they hard drew Lin, so they get to crash it, attack out the Thunder King. And then they get to go do things. And here, I get Max Seed. I was like, my only play here is just to summon Acid Golem and hope that they don't Gaios the Wind-Up Shark, right? And they did not Gaios the Wind-Up Shark. So I summon Acid Golem, D-Fisher, attack the Gaios, and I just cross my fingers, right? Like, good lord, I hope they don't have an out to D-Fisher, and then I can hopefully kill them quickly. Because for the first standby phase, you just detach the shark, right? And then, oh no, I can't special summon, so no. You just cross your fingers, right? That the Acid Golem is going to get you there. They think. So they draw for turn. Wait, don't look at what they drew. Don't look at what they drew. I can't hide it. They draw for turn. They think for over a minute. Like a whole minute and a half. They just think about their plays. I was like, oh good, they don't have like heavy or anything. They don't have an out to D-Fisher, so they have to think here. No. They think for a minute and a half just to heavy the D-Fisher and then pitch Dragoon off of Teus. I was so mad. I was like, how on earth? And later in the Discord, they're like, well, did you have an out to your own Acid Golem? And yeah, I was like, my out was killing you. So I was just like, super unfortunate. So we can just fast forward. Yeah, they had Teus Dragoon, so we can just watch my demise unfold. Unlucky. Unlucky indeed. So we lost twice to the winner of the Miami tournament, and next time we're gonna look into playing Mermails maybe. I don't know. Windups has a shot. I just, for the most part, feel like I got outdrawn. But, you know, that'll happen. So, yeah, Miami is a cool 2012 format if you like windups and mermails. I don't know if Miami is going to end up being better than Meadowlands for mermail mirrors if you enjoy those, I guess. But we'll see how it unfolds going forward. And we'll see you next time.